Firstly, starting off with the JammCo Cosmetics Liquid Illuminator in the shade Movie Star, and I'm just applying this in the highest points of my face where I would normally go in with highlighter. The next thing I'm going in with is the Fenty Beauty Primer, and I'm just applying this around my T-zone area. This is where I would get oily throughout the day, and I think when I use this, my makeup literally does not move. It just blurs out your pores, and it just makes your makeup application a lot more nicer and smoother. Lastly, before going in with foundation, I'm going in with the Vitamin E Mist from Superdrug and just spraying that all over the face. For my foundation today, I'm going in with the Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation by Maybelline in the shade 112, and I'm just using a Inglot stippling brush to apply this on my face. So you guys know I would normally use a more dense brush when it comes to applying foundation for like a more full coverage, but using this brush still gave me the coverage that I wanted, but a little bit less fuller coverage, if you know what I mean, because this is during the day and I didn't want to have that really, heavy type of evening glam look that I would normally go for. So I'm just patting it on and then just using little wiggle motions to blend it all out. For my concealer, I'm taking two different concealers. I'm taking the Barry Cookie Concealer and the Collection Lasting Perfecting Concealer in the shade Fur. And I'm just applying these underneath the eyes, mainly using the Barry one, but then using the Collection one for a little tiny bit of brightness, well, extra brightness. So just applying it under the eyes and around the T-zone area, and then I'm going to go in with a little small dense brush. I forget the name of the brush. I know it's from Zoeva. I think it's a buffer brush, concealer buffer brush it actually was. Stupid me. So I'm using the concealer buffer brush from Zoeva just to blend out the concealer, and then I'll just go back over the edges with my little stippling brush just to make sure that the concealer and the foundation are blending nice and seamlessly together. No point in blaming you, did not know. I thought you were the one for me. So for my cream contour, I am taking the Barry All Night Long foundation stick in the shade Hazelnut. This is a very versatile shade in my opinion. It works on the most darkest complexions, lightest complexions. I have switched to this one instead of using the Revolution one I would always use, just for a little change. This one is a little bit more, how would you say, harder to work with in my opinion. The other one from the Revolution range is a little bit more creamier, as where this one is a little bit more drier, but it's still so beautiful. Just warm it up in the back of your hand first and then just work away from there if you are struggling with it. So I'm just using a contour brush from Zoeva, and I'm just applying this from the corner of my ear and bringing it up towards my nose, so almost like a little hook. You don't want to bring it towards the mouth area. You always want to lift the cheek up and not drag it downwards. Then I'm just going to apply some on my forehead because I have a big ass forehead and we want to make sure that it is nice and small looking. Just put it that way. And then afterwards I'm just going to take some slightly underneath the jaw as well. So a little tip, the reason why I do cream contour is because your powders do tend to wear away throughout the day. So if you have that little bit of a base underneath before going in with your powder bronzer and stuff, then your makeup is going to last a lot longer throughout the day. So I'm ragging in with the Fit Me Loose Powder by Maybelline in the shade Fairlight, and I'm just taking this underneath the eye area, underneath my contour as well, and like down the T-zone. I'm leaving like the whole entire area where I have contoured forehead, cheeks and jaw completely like free of powder, because I am going to be getting in with my bronzer in a minute or two anyway, and that's just going to act as our setting powder. I'm also just taking a little bit of this powder across my lids as well, because we are going to be getting in with a wing, and I don't want them to crease. You know what I'm saying? I'm now getting in with the medium tan mineralized skin finish by MAC, and I'm just taking that on a Inglot 15BJF brush. This is my favorite brush in the whole entire world to bronze with. So pretty much I'm just patting the powder on first, or the bronzer, whatever you want to call it. Patting it on first because our base is obviously still damp where we have contoured, because we didn't go in and set that with powder. So you want to pat it on first, like I said, and then you can go in and use your blend in circular motions. So with this powder, I'm just taking it all over the areas where I had cream contoured, and I'm taking it slightly down the sides of my nose as well, just to put a little bit of colour in there. Personal preference, I don't really like to cream contour my nose or contour my nose at all. I just like to use a little bit of bronzer on my brush and just apply it down the sides. Nothing too mental. So I'm now going in with the Fit Me Matte and Poreless Compact Powder by Maybelline, once again in the shade 120. And I'm just taking this underneath the eyes and also underneath my contour as well, just to sharpen everything up and clean everything up as well. So I'm now getting with this nice corally shimmer blush from the BH Cosmetics Professional Blush Palette. I love this palette. I've talked about it so many times on my channel. I just think it's an amazing blush palette to have, especially if you are a freelance artist, because there's so many different colours in there that would suit all different skin tones. So because I am going for a coral lip today, I want to make sure that I'm applying a good fair amount of blush under my cheeks. So this is an oldie, but it's most definitely a goodie. I've just like literally hooked this out of my highlight drawer. This is the Uranus Skin Frost by Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I'm obsessed, especially if you're more on like the fur type of complexion. This will be a really good highlight for you. I'm not sure if it's discontinued or not, or if you can still get it, but this was like part of like a collaboration. So I've already sprayed my face with some of that same mist spray from Superdrug, and then I'm gonna obviously now with a highlighter on the highest points of the face, and I'm just using a Molly O'Brien Ava brush. I think this is a really good brush to highlight. So just highlighting the highest points of the face, Cupid's bow, nose, chin, everywhere basically. And as if one highlight wasn't already enough, I'm going in with the JammCo Cosmetics Trinket Icing Sugar. This is perfect for the face, the eyes, the body. Absolutely gorgeous. So I've just sprayed my face with some of that spray again, and I'm literally just placing it on the highest points of my cheeks, just because when the sunlight hits it, the highlight is just going to shine right through. The sun's just going to hit it in all the right places. So yeah, obsessed with it. So for my brows, I don't do nothing overly dramatic. For me personally, I just love a nice soft brown eye. So I like to just use a pencil. So my favorite pencil to use is the NYX Cosmetics Micro Brow Pencil. So this is in the shade Ash Brown. This is perfect for anybody that has the same similar hair color as me, or if you're more on the fair side, if you're more blonder. I literally just created a small little baseline underneath, just created an arch at the top, lightly filled it in, and then just creating small hair strokes at the front of the brow. So for my wing liner, I love to use the NYX Cosmetics Matte Liquid Liner. I love this because it dries down in a matte form. It doesn't leave that sheen the way most liquid liners do. So this one is perfect, and you have so much control over the applicator as well because it's such a little thin brush. So all you want to do is just make sure that you're creating a nice small line across your lash line. Start off small because once you go big too quick, then there's no going back. So just take your time with it. Then you want to go from the outer corner of your eye and create another thin line. You can make it as big or as small as you want. And then you're just going to drag it right across the lid space. And then once you've done that, that's when you're going to start to fill in the little wing shape that you have created. Once you've done that, then you're just going to use whatever is left on your applicator to sharpen up the edge, just to make it more sharper, more crisp looking. And then you can go in with concealer and stuff if you feel like you need to sharpen it up a little bit more. But with this product and this little applicator, then you don't really necessarily need to, but personal preference, it's up to you. For my lashes, I'm taking my AK Pro Cosmetics lashes in the style Cheshire Cat. And lastly, for my lips, I'm going with the Too Faced Melted Liquefied Lipstick in the shade Melted Coral. And that's pretty much it, guys. So this is the end of the video. I hope that you have enjoyed it. If you have, do not forget to like the video, leave a little comment, subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed, and I'll leave all my other social media listed down in the description box below so you can go and follow me on there. I promise I'm going to be back at my YouTube uploads once a week. So yeah, thank you so much again for watching. I love you all so much, and I will see you all on my next one.